The first steps towards the main event title have been taken, but there's a long road ahead.
6 more to go.
Main day 2! Main day 2!
Day 2, yes!
Woo!
Cowboy Joe show today.
Still so much optimism at the Rio as thousands return for a shot at glory. Hi, everyone. Lon McCarran with Norman Chad, Kara Scott, and Joe Stapleton. The pageantry of day one gives way to some pressure now on day two. Mike the Mouth Matiso feeling chipper because he's got a lot of chips.
Actually, the Mouth doesn't need talking chips to talk a lot, but it's good to see Mike in a good mood.
Pros Sam Grafton and Doug Polk side by side.
That's a lot of brain power and babbling power next to each other. I just hope Doug stays fully clothed tonight. He is a tank top strip poker fan.
Over at our featured table, the feature attraction, the defending champion, Qui Nguyen. He starts the day with double the starting stack.
Why isn't he wearing his raccoon hat? If something is lucky, you don't abandon it. That is luck 101.
Young pro Charlie Carroll would be a smart pick in any event.
There was a day I had hair like that. I believe it was November 4th, 1982. Cloudy, I believe. Drizzled in the late afternoon.
There are still a lot of big names alive in the main event. Johnny Chan has a healthy stack at $120,000, and our friend Antonio Esfandiari with a little over $72,000.
Our friend? Speak for yourself. He spends all day getting massaged and donking off his chips.
We are a long way from crowning a champion, but the same debate rages each year. Is it better for poker if a known pro wins it all, or if someone comes out of the shadows to show us that truly anyone can win?
Siri, who won the main event in 2015?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to remember how many pros won the main event and how many unknowns won it, to help things move along.
All right, let me help. The last titan of the game to make the final table was your guy, Phil Ivey, back in '09.
Phil Ivey doesn't ring a bell.
No?
But here's the thing. The main event is about unlikely heroes and improbable success. Qui Nguyen was the epitome of the main event. A man wearing a raccoon hat who once owned a nail salon won $8 million. Hollywood hasn't had a story that good in years. Siri, are you familiar with a man called Phil Ivey?
That's something I don't know.
In 2016, Qui Nguyen flew under the radar to the final table. This year, he needs a new game plan. Ace-King, though, is a good game plan.
19.
In the cutoff, champ 40 years old raises to 1,900. In the small blind, pocket sevens, Jonathan Krella.
Looks like this fellow was sent from another planet to seek out and destroy Qui Nguyen.
He's actually a cash game specialist from Toronto. 34-year-old calls. Tyler Cornell in the big blind, 6-5 of clubs, comes along.
The alien, the big blind, and the champ to the flop.
And our flop. 6 tray 8, pocket 7, stay ahead. Cornell with middle pair.
Krella interned on the planet Naboo before graduating from the University of Waterloo in Canada.
He's going to check it. Cornell checks middle pair, and now Nguyen, the pre-flop raiser.
Qui was late entering day one this year because he left his money at home. The thing is, if I won $8 million at any given time, I'd always be carrying at least 10 large.
3,700 from Nguyen.
Krella spends his winters on Algeron 4 near the Romulan Star Empire.
And he check raises to 8,600. That sheds Cornell.
Well, when you are the main event champ, you have to be aware of what people think of you more than ever. It's a big difference between being an unknown versus someone that everyone knows. Qui missed the flop, put in a continuation bet, and got raised by a real hand. End of story.
Yeah, often Qui is announcing the end of story, and there is a raise. I am the world champ. It's 19 grand now.
The Empire strikes back. Qui's a one-man UFO. What does Krella do now?
Well, he's got 2 main event cashes. He knows how to navigate the early days, the choppy waters of the main event, and he does fold.
Apparently they sent a Vulcan to do a Klingon's job. Do not mess with Qui Nguyen.
Absolutely. The name is Qui Nguyen, and I do just that. So Qui off to a good start here, hoping to build a stack so he can make a run at going back-to-back.
On.
Yep, there it is, all in. He's ready to rumble, and a call from Nguyen. And the river card is Trey, and Qui does it! Qui Nguyen outplayed them all. He is the 2016 World Series of Poker Main Event champion.
And what an unlikely champion, former nail salon owner, baccarat devotee. But as Lon said, Qui outplayed them all.
Nguyen getting involved again, this time with ace-jack. He calls the 1,400 chip opening raise from 09 November Niner James Aikenhead holding pocket deuces. And now Krella with aces.
Oh, now the alien has been given the Vince Van Patten-branded weapons of mass destruction with one goal in mind: exterminate Qui Nguyen.
We also saw another Canadian guy, Desprez, call with king-queen. And now here's the raise with aces, 6,200. Over to Aikenhead now.
Aikenhead, ninth at the 09 main event, knows pocket deuces really only work for Joe Catta.
The original raiser gives way. And now Qui Nguyen with ace-jack.
Well, you say 3-bet to Qui Nguyen, he usually says 4-bet. If nothing else, we know Qui does not like to fold.
There's a call, 4,800 more. Now, Desprez, main event rookie from near Montreal. And he will give way. We're heads up, ace-jack against aces. Queen-jack 7 win with middle pair, the pocket aces for Krella holding up.
Yeah, I'm not sure Qui will be able to get away from this flop.
He does check to the pre-flop last aggressor.
Focused and determined to annihilate Qui Nguyen.
And that is 10,500 World Series of Poker chips.
Maybe this bet now will let Qui get away.
Should. Or you can play it Qui's way, building a big pot here. 5 of clubs.
Well, that turn might let Qui get away.
It should, but he does check again. Yeah, Krella's not going to let him off cheap. He's all in for just over 30,000.
Now that turn bet should definitely let Qui get away. Those glasses should let Qui get away.
Qui's got about 70 behind, but makes the call with just a couple of jacks. Krella with the best hand by far.
Qui didn't get away. Boy, I do not like the way he's played this hand.
It's going to take a bolt of poker lightning to get rid of Krella here with one card to come. The 6 of hearts completes the double up for Krella, taking just more than half of the champ's chips.
Mission almost accomplished. A dagger to the Earthling.
So Qui Nguyen with a strong misstep there, and Krella rakes in the booty. A good start for day 1 evaporates here early on day 2 for the defending champ. The 2017 World Series of Poker is brought to you by PokerGO, the new destination for live poker action. Get in the game today at PokerGo.com. For newcomers at the main event, there's so much to take in as one takes the journey. A few veterans give some sage advice.
You don't want to show up to the main event when you're not 100% ready.
A lot of first-timers, they give me some bits of advice, and a lot of times I say stay patient.
If it's your first time playing the main event, definitely just relax and enjoy the experience.
Poker's definitely a mental game, and you have to have all your mental aspects, on point.
It's so simple. If you want to make it through day 1, you need to play super, super tight.
Enjoy the structure, enjoy the environment, and just try not to put too much pressure on yourself.
Making a deep run in the main event, it's physically and mentally one of the toughest things that you're going to do.
It's important to have sleep, make sure you're well rested, make sure you eat.
I think every hand I've been on TV, I've gotten it in bad. So anybody who watches it, they're like, this guy sucks.
That Jeff Platt always gets it in bad.
Martin Jacobson, the 2014 champ, got it in good, but barely with pocket 4s. Tom Brabant going for the knockout with Queen 5. Here's the flop. And queen's up for Brabant, leaving Jacobson with few outs.
That's not good.
Turn card. 10 of diamonds. Brabant still good. 31-year-old from Anaheim, a poker pro, has a clean run out, and that is good enough for the knockout of Martin Jacobson.
He should have packed up sooner.
He had 4 cashes this summer, including one of over $640,000.
That guy up there looks like a world champ, but that guy walking out looks like a day 2 loser.
You're harsh. Back to defending champ Qui Nguyen at our featured table, a raise to 2,100 now, as the blinds are up to 4 and 800. King Queen for Nguyen. James Aikenhead calls 1,300 more with Queen 7.
Aikenhead looks very serious today. The aliens might have co-opted him to help eliminate Qui.
A couple of November Niners see a flop of 10 King 7, top pair for Qui. 2 spades for Aikenhead gives him a flush draw with bottom pair.
Action flop. Like in the movies.
Like in the movies. A check from Aikenhead. 2,700 from Nguyen with the best hand.
Aikenhead actually left poker for a while after his main event final table, owned a gastropub for a couple of years. That did not work out.
And look at this. He's got it back. He's got the feeling. A check raise from Aikenhead.
And Qui thinking, man, people are playing back at me a lot. I'm the world champ, for crying out loud.
King Queen. It's best. And he'll call for 4,900 more.
Man, Aikenhead just looks too serious.
Turn card now. 8 of hearts. Qui still ahead.
I've got to say, when you run a restaurant that goes bad, it just puts you in a real serious mood for the rest of your life. Lighten up, James.
Probably looks tired, too. He had a baby just 6 months ago.
Who's responsible for that?
He bet 16,000 now.
That is one big turn bet. It might be personal between these two. Maybe Qui ate at James' gastropub and complained to the chef.
You never want to do that.
This is my last hand.
Qui's all in.
Aikenhead got caught, but he's getting too good of a price to fold.
Need to get lucky.
Yeah. And so now Aikenhead 3-1 against to knock off that man Qui Nguyen.
Well, Qui likes it until he doesn't. Aikenhead looking for a 7 or a spade to send the champ home early.
And the river card is the Jack of Spades. Aikenhead rivers a flush, knocking out the 2016 champ.
Should have worn the raccoon hat.
Qui's run, too, and capturing of the main event title last year captivated so many fans, but the game plays no favorites, and he's gone. 2017 ends a lot differently than 2016. Wear the hat next time, Qui. Day 2 has not been a great day for former main event champs. Martin Jacobson lost a flip for his last chips, and last year's champ, the likable Qui Nguyen, lost to a river flush from James Aikenhead. And there's Gail Bowman collecting her belongings. She's been knocked out here on day 2.
She was 10th here in 2012, 102nd in 2016, and now 3,683rd in 2017. It's an unforgiving game.
But her knockout of Vanessa Selps will go down in poker lore. Mike Matisow chipping up here on day 2. He came into the main event on a hot streak. It would be fun to see the mouth keep it going.
You never know. 8 days from now, it might be my year. Or tomorrow, it might be the end of my year. You just never know.
He's an existentialist at heart.
Average stack approaching 109,000. We've got a new feature table lineup. It includes Doug Polk, who won his 3rd bracelet this year.
Oh, please. No. Tank Top Tommy is back.
Also here is Sam Grafton, sitting with almost 500,000 chips. He might be next in line for a bracelet after a lot of British success this year. They scored 5 bracelets this summer.
Sam has a master's in philosophy and sociology, which of course somehow has led him to making poker training videos.
Over $5 million in online tournament earnings. Sam in the cutoff with ace queen. Jeff Flannery with 10s raised at 2,700. Got called by Sergei Kislinski with queen jack suited.
Grafton has won 10 online triple crowns, but he just seems to me tailor-made for live poker.
He's the table chip leader and a re-raise to 11-5.
Doug Polk is not tailor-made.
Big races build big pots. It's David Goodfriend, Chicago horse race handicapper in the small blind folds. Big blind out of the way. Now back to Flannery, the original raiser.
How much is it?
It's 11.5 total.
I call.
Flannery, 47-year-old business owner from Arizona, cashed in the 2005 main event.
Kislinski folded, leaving us heads up. 2 big stacks here. Ace-queen against tens. 4 king deuce rainbow. Pocket 10 still good. But he had to know some overcards were coming. He checks to the pre-flop raiser.
And you know, you don't always have to continuation bet. At my home game, we offer a free shot of peppermint schnapps every time a player passes on a c-bet.
Oh, I like it. No schnapps for Grafton. 9,000 is the bet.
Plus, I never know when to c-bet. Can someone tell me when you have to continuation bet once and for all? It used to be always, and it was sometimes. Now it's rarely. I'm all but flummoxed.
If only there were some online resources about how to play poker. 9,000 the call from Flannery. Another king on the turn. Flannery's still good. And he checks again.
Frankly, there's a fine line between a continuation bet and a continuation donation.
Grafton now with the worst of it, but a healthy bet, 22,100.
Flannery owns the Teldar Group, an executive recruiting and search firm for procurement, strategic sourcing, supply chain, and logistics jobs. In other words, nothing Lon and I are qualified to do.
We're not qualified to do anything. That's why we work in TV. All right, so a call of 22-1. Look at the pot, almost 92 grand. A third club out there. Flannery would win it in a showdown. He checks it a third time.
Grafton did not miss his draw because he did not have one. Does he have one more big bluff in him?
61.
Yes, he does. 61,000. One more test for Flannery here on the river.
Wow. Grafton fires again, and if I'm Jeff Flannery, I don't know if I can withstand a third barrel here.
Sam. You got a king?
A king? He hasn't seen a king since he left London.
You got a king?
From what you're saying, I assume you have 2 queens.
What's that?
From what you're saying, I assume you have 2 queens.
What do you got?
Squadouche on a stick.
I love the talk hand over. It's just I love it. I can't do it, but like I appreciate people that can. I think that's great. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously for Jeff, I've got to give a little bit.
Yeah, it's Jeff.
You forgot my name.
Like, we haven't been playing all day.
Give me Dennis.
Yeah, no, come on, man. Don't influence the action.
Sorry. Don't influence the action. Oh boy.
What do you have? King, queen, or queens? You don't have queens.
Are one of those good?
Sorry.
How is that not allowed?
Negreanu would be kicking off.
I don't know what to do.
Well, Doug would just call, but it depends what you have. Anyway, I'm not gonna say anything else. I'm gonna let you take it, man.
By the TV commentators,
I'm okay with
it. Well, by players while they're in it.
If you have a king queen, you got a call.
Sam sounds so comfortable, I could swear he has quads.
Right?
Oh, I can't say that. There you go. Okay. I'm getting in trouble.
Can the amateur find a call here? It's tough.
Yeah, you're not allowed to show your mouth either. It has to be hidden. That's not a rule. It's just, for common decency.
Ace king or you're betting air. Ace king or air. That's all you got. One of those two.
Jeff Flannery with the call.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yes.
Oh, that's got to feel good. And Sam Grafton bluffs off over 20% of his stack.
See, you took too many people about the club blockers, otherwise.
Him or you?
Nice call. Nice call.
Flannery now with over 328,000. A shot in the arm for him to stand up to the pressure from the pro Sam Grafton.
They play sticky poker in Arizona.
Every day of the main event presents unique challenges, quite a puzzle to learn for the uninitiated. We'll keep it here at the feature table. Action on Grafton, ace-queen again.
Sam, trust me, no one can make a living off of ace-queen.
To be honest, I don't think you can make a living off of any cards, Norman.
Who asked you to be honest?
Good point. And Mr. Good Friend with 2 aces.
You mentioned he's a horse racing handicapper. Nobody makes a living off of that.
Now, this man knows a favorite when he sees it. That's 37, too much for a call, not enough for a raise. But he's committing something with aces.
Threw in 3,700. No, that's more than half a raise.
So what was the raise amount?
The raise was 15.
The raise is 27, so
1,500 more. So we need 4,300. 4,200. 4,200. Sorry. Seems kind of not cool.
All right, so it's counted as a min raise by Good Friend to 4,200. And the big blind, Sebastian Ruiz with King Jack.
30-year-old engineer, former youth chess champion of Chile when he was 17. Hey, nobody can make a living in chess anymore.
And he says re-raise all in, music to the ears of Good Friend with aces, but we've got to get through a couple of other guys first. Here's Grafton now with ace-queen.
Well, it looked like Good Friend originally was just calling on the button, so Grafton certainly might think he has the best hand here.
And he does call for 24,100 more. Back now to David Good Friend.
I hope those headphones are removable.
I'm all in.
And now he shoves for almost 116,000.
How much is that?
I don't see any way Sam Grafton can continue now.
This is like a...
Ace-queen for Grafton, the big stack here. And he lays it down.
I swear I didn't mean to do what it looked like I did.
I mean, that's ridiculous, by the way. You obviously did do that. That's kind of, that's messed up, man. Well, no, but it's just like, he's done it, like, he's not flatted aces, is he? Well, he's made it 1K more, isn't it?
Well, Sam is perhaps thinking that David may have been a bit unscrupulous with the murkiness of his actions there with the raise call.
I was trying to induce him, and then hopefully you would do something crazy. I swear I did not mean to throw in the wrong amount of chips. I swear on my life.
If you swear, then I believe you. I believe you.
Well, top set for Good Friend. Broadway draw for Ruiz.
Oh, the headphones fell on their own when they saw that flop.
Right? Ruiz at risk and behind, and yowza, Ruiz hits his money card with the straight, but it's not over.
People are going to say I got what I deserved if they think I was angling, but I wasn't.
Wow. Oh, you had ace-queen, too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Poker is a strange game. Good Friend would need the board to pair now to knock out Ruiz.
You wouldn't have been in third place.
The river card pairs the board. Aces full on the river will send Ruiz to the exit. Good Friend up to over 170 grand.
Stuff happens. That's why I prefer to bowl.
Ruiz got it in bad, turned good, but got rivered.
Full houses.
And Sam Grafton's happy he got out of the way.
Nuts.
That's so sick.
I didn't mean to do what it looked like I did.
I mean, that's ridiculous, by the way.
When the board paired, Sebastian Ruiz was sent packing here on day 2.
The best poker content on the internet.
Your super high roller bowl 7 champion.
Oh yeah!
Wheels are coming off.
That's the craziest hand I've ever seen. What was that fight?
Go to get.pokergo.com/YT24 for $20 off a new annual subscription.
Welcome back to the World Series of Poker Main Event. Lon McCarron along with Norman Chad, Kara Scott, and Joe Stapleton. More of poker's biggest names getting their second day of action underway, including Daniel Negreanu.
He makes it another year as Kid Poker. He's doing wonders with that nickname.
And our buddy baby-faced Antonio with 72 grand.
Heck, he could be sitting on just 1 grand in a Persian minute.
Some people think I'm from Australia.
And our buddy Will Kassouf.
Easy to get it confused.
Adrenaline, oxygen, water. That's all he needs.
Small town called London. London town.
Poker Pro Maria Ho with just 11,000.
Maria is the ultimate jack of all trades. She is on my jack of all trades fantasy team.
PokerGo's the only place you'll get more than 100 days of live poker a year and the best in original poker programming. Subscribe to PokerGo today at PokerGo.com. Unlike Negreanu, the poker brat still lives up to his nickname.
Frustrating World Series, still stuck on 14 bracelets.
With one bracelet, Dario Minieri's here.
The original scarf guy, but now serious and scarfless.
And also Louise Francoeur. She had a front row seat to see the Will Kassouf kerfuffle last year.
My first book hit the New York Times bestseller list, though.
I bought it twice.
Thank you for that. I think I made $2.90 if you bought it twice.
I paid full retail back in 06, 05, 06.
I hit the list in 04.
Well, yeah, Chris Moneymaker 03. My first tournament was October 06.
Phil and Alan Cutler are bonding. Francoeur with Ace King of Hearts. She's the big stack here.
Jewelry designer, former gaming consultant here in Las Vegas. And now I'm just obsessing whether her hat is real leather.
The blinds are 3 and 600 with a 100 ante. Louise raised to 1,400. On the button is Phil Hellmuth.
You always know Phil Hellmuth is at a table when he's at a table.
To an outsider, 14 World Series bracelets may not sound like a lot, but it's a lot. And how about this? 4,700 is the re-raise with 5 tray.
Hellmuth sits, waits, and then finally pounces with 5 tray?
He did indeed. And Francoeur with a top-tier hand, Ace King of Hearts, calls for 3,300 more.
Heads up.
All right, yeah, they're heads up. 8, 4, 6, pretty good flop for 5 tray. Francoeur sees whiff. And now she checks.
5,200.
5,200.
Wow, with his open ender, 5,200 from Phil.
Yeah, great flop for Phil. He still only has 5 high, and he's still an underdog, but Louise got no part of that board.
I'll take this one, you take the next one, Louise.
Deal.
We just saw the other Phil, a random raises that betray his image as being super snug.
Is that oral contract binding? That you get, he has to fold the next one to you?
Well, it did happen in a weird spot where a guy said, "Do you promise?" And I said, "Yes." And then, this is a true story, in a World Series event, and I flopped a nut flush draw, and he check raised me. And I was getting ready to act, and he said, "You promised me the next one." It was like King 4 deuce. I had the ace 8 of diamonds. And I did fold it, but...
Oh, there you go.
But he made a big re-raise. He probably had me smashed, you know.
Phil with an uncanny memory for poker hands, but of course no one can verify them. But nonetheless, Phil in the mix here on day 2, part of a massive main event field. $8.15 million to our winner.
I'm going to start a hand verification operation. Tell a story and I will fact check it for a small fee.
Minieri now 32 on the button with ace king re-raises, but he's re-raising Ricky Lee's pocket aces. Look out. Hellmuth in the big blind with 10s.
Dario's reputation is as someone who never has it, but we all grow up. Dario has grown up and now he has it.
How much you have left? You started the hand with...
Under 30.
Hellmuth with a big hand, and he knows that Dario's button 3-bet could easily be air. So Phil dealing with the early position raise and then a Minieri re-raise.
Pocket 10s for Phil in the big blind.
Why is Dario so serious?
What did Negreanu say when he played you in the NBC Heads Up? He said sometimes Dario makes you look silly or he makes you look great. You just never know. This might look silly.
Norman, you want to fact check that Negreanu quote?
I have to hire a staff first. Jeez.
All in.
Lee, the business owner from El Paso, says all in for just under 30,000. Gets a quick call from Minieri. Nice fold, Phil.
Lee, 36 years old in his first main event. Dario now 32 and the most serious man in all of Italy.
Dario began the hand with 72,000.
I'll take your hand all day right now.
Goodly portion of those chips filling out change of address forms right now.
It's good to get the encouragement.
Here's the flop. Ricky Lee almost locks it up with that flop. Dario's chances are written all over his face.
Lee cashed this year here in the Giant and the Colossus, so he knows how to navigate large fields.
It's good for you that I threw away 10s. Harder to make a straight.
Turn card, that makes it official. Minieri drawing dead. And for Ricky Lee, that's a double up.
You know, maybe Dario knows Doomsday is around the corner and he's just down about it.
That was the first hand? Oh, man.
Right?
Dario thought he was racing at worst, but he was dominated in a big way, and he had to listen to Phil. Where's the seat change button? Life-changing money on everyone's mind as the main event field begins to condense. One player who knows a lot about running deep is two-time main event champ Johnny Chan.
He's Johnny Chan. He should never, 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 ever wear earbuds.
Is that? Could it be? Yes, Gus Hansen made day 2.
Thank you, Gus, for losing that day 1 beard, but lose the earbuds.
Poker pro and mom-to-be Natasha Mercier with over 200 grand.
Baby will literally need new shoes and new earbuds, so she's got to get going.
And if she doesn't do it this year, then her husband, Jason, will have to pick up the slack.
Jason already tired thinking about all the check raising and diaper changing that he'll be doing in the next year.
I have to do it the hard way now. I'm doing it the hard way. 30K in the dream, we're still alive. Hashtag spin it up. We're gonna have to ruffle it in at some point. Ruffle's gonna ruffle.
Will Kassouf reprising his role as table talk captain. At the featured table, 3 top stacks, Minieri, Hellmuth, and Francoeur.
Hellmuth with a frustrating World Series. He made the final 2 tables of 5 events, but no result better than 6th.
Phil, you gotta liven up. We're losing the audience.
We are?
They came to see you. And Dario.
Living up is nice, but
No,
playing great
not
is nicer. I came to play great.
I'm a realist.
Phil came to play great, Lon.
Dario under the gun. He bought a Porsche with his PokerStars frequent player points in 07. Those were the days. A raise to 1,800 with 7-6 suited. With pocket tens is Joe Trezzo, a retired former business owner.
He's from Chicago, told himself he would play in his first main event at age 55, but decided to come a year early.
Tough seat for the main event rookie.
9,400.
Phil with a re-raise with ace-king. And where did that exact number come from? That's a big 3-bet. Action on Alan Cutler now.
This guy's got to be from Chicago, too.
Northbrook, Illinois.
That's a suburb of Chicago.
Well, you said Chicago, not a suburb. All right, with pocket tens, Daniel Bartel folds them. Frank Bonacci now.
30-year-old pro from Pittsburgh.
That's not Chicago either.
I didn't say it was Chicago.
You're always saying something.
Call the action.
Bonacci with aces. 4-bet in progress. He makes it 22,000. Francoeur folds. Minieri folds. Trezzo gets rid of the other 2 tens.
What do you have left?
When Hellmuth is 4-bet, that usually is accompanied by a Hellmuth sermon or deliverance, if you will.
You know I have it, don't you know that? Frank. What is it, 50?
Frank looks so serious, he must be rooming with Dario.
You wouldn't just give me the chips, would you? Like ace-queen suited where you're just dead on all fronts. You wouldn't just give them to me, would you?
Phil's the one dead on all fronts at the moment.
I've got issues, you know what I mean? Like nobody else on the planet would fold this hand. Like everybody else would just go with it right now. Does it make sense to you?
Just about everyone on the planet would fold ace-king here, but we love you, Phil.
Face up.
Everybody else could fold ace-king in that action.
People are folding ace-king now?
In that action was different from mine.
I haven't seen people fold ace-king in a long time.
He's not watching the Heartland Poker Tour.
I'm telling you, people try to give me their chips. He might have had queens there. He should know I have queens, kings, or aces, but they don't know that. They don't know.
You didn't have any of those hands.
Thank you, Frank.
Wow. It's good for ratings when I fold ace-king and they have aces.
What, is a TV exec now?
It's going to be great for
It's
ratings.
also good when you chatter.
Thank you.
It's also going to be great for ratings when someone bluffs me and I call like 30,000 with bottom pair and win.
I'm going to go check the ratings, Lon. You do a promo.
As a reminder, for unlimited access to more of the best in live poker all year long, get in the game with PokerGo. Into the field, Maria Ho put her tiny chip stack at risk with ace-queen and ran into the pocket queens of Enrique Melquizo. Maria can't find an ace, and the field loses a very fine player.
Well, Maria with 4 main event cashes, but not to be this year.
And greeted by a fan, we'll try to find out what that is all about when we return to the main event. Maria Ho has enjoyed a lot of success at the main event, but 2017 wasn't her year. She makes a quick day 2 exit, and as it turns out, it looks like the aftermath of her bust out might just be the most memorable part of her journey.
I got knocked out of the main event, and while I'm still gathering my belongings and exiting my chair, a lady comes up to me. I had no idea what she was gonna say. She hands me this piece of paper with her name, her contact information, and she told me that she has breast cancer and she is allergic to chemo, so there is no real treatment for her, and because of that, one of her wishes is to play in a sit and go with me, Daniel Negreanu, a few other pros, and she literally worded it as though it's her dream, and I just lost it.
It's so amazing because, you know, there's people, this is their dream and I get to live it every day, and so that's why I got emotional, because, you know, people get so upset over this game, and I always try to have a very good attitude, and I really wasn't even upset about busting out, but just, you know, having this lady come up to me and just say what she said just really touched me, so.
I should be so grateful and so thankful, and no bad beat is worse than her bad beat. I want to make this happen for her, and I'm gonna do everything in my power to make this dream come true for her.
Maria, another fine example of the caring, giving nature of many in the poker community. Into the Miranda room now, and our favorite fast talker, Will Kassouf, and Danny Georges on the left, both turn queen high straights. Danny with a diamond flush draw bet 15,000, and now the negotiations begin.
You must have the same hand then, right? Maybe. What would you bet? Have a split fold. So if I jam, you're not folding, right? Me? Yeah. Maybe. I might fold. You might fold? Yeah. You bet 15,000, you're going to fold for 16? Yeah, I might. No? Really? You kidding me? I'm sure. You serious? You're going to fold? I might fold, yeah, sure. Why would you bet 15K if you're going to fold for another? Why not? I can bluff at it. I'll give you $20 if you fold to a job. I'll even give you $20 if you fold to my job. $20? $20. Hold $20. Hold $20. I'll get out right now. I'll give you got to give me 40. I got twins. No, so I got to give each one a 20. I'll get the money out right now. Man of my word. I'm thinking about it. I'm not West Star. I've got a hand here. I'll get the $20 on the table. If I shove and you fold, the $20 right here. Blessed money. This is blessed money from a winning from last year, 17. Yeah. Free money. $20 on the side. If I shove all in and you fold, this is yours, man. Yay. Congratulations. Thank you. Free rolling. That's a free dinner. Thank you. It tastes better when it's free, believe me. Thank you. I've only got 11K behind. Okay. But if I ship it, I want you to fold it just so I can give you the $20 if they're recording this. You might have King Jack there, don't forget. I could do that. Yeah, this would be the whole part of the Hollywood. I mean, you live near Hollywood. Los Angeles, right there. Right there. Is this good? Is this a good Hollywood performance right now? No? No, because either way, the head's going to play the same. Even though I got King Jack? Yeah. Even though I got King Jack? Even if you have King Jack, on 622, please. Yeah. You said you're going to fold, pay the $20. Yeah, I might. You already made up your mind. That's why I'm calling. Okay, I'm all in. You already made up. King Jack is good.
I think the table would pay $20 to see a diamond on the river.
Black card, brick.
It is a diamond! Oh my gosh! Georges with the flush knocks out Will Kassouf.
That's a shame.
Same hand as well. I'll take my $20 back then. You saved 20. You saved $20.
Will supremely confident. He had the best of it, and then bang, blindsided by the flush.
That's a shame.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow. You had a better. Do I get it? Thank you. It's going to be quiet now.
Day 2 exit for fast talker Will Kassouf.
Where's the rest? Where's the rest of his pants?
You're welcome, guys, for the piece. You're going to have a nice, quiet table now. You're welcome. He's the most. His ears were killing him.
Back in Miranda, Danny Georges has a lot of new friends after scoring that knockout. All right, back to our featured table where Luis Francoeur and Phil Hellmuth have the 2 biggest chip stacks.
You were at the table.
Hellmuth pocket deuces under the gun.
Oh, that's so unfair.
I am going to do something here. What will I do? I believe call's the best play here. Maybe Raphael, come in. Come in, I want you in.
What did you do? Toss in a single chip?
Yes.
I'm curious.
Cutler with the hand of the hour.
Cutler, 59-year-old accountant from Northbrook, Illinois.
All right, to Francoeur on the button, King Jack. She limps. Minieri calls. Joe Trezzo checks.
See, Hellmuth limps in with deuces, and he brings the whole village with him.
5 for the minimum. Francoeur flops the joint with a king-eye straight. Cutler has middle set. It's been checked to Cutler now.
Cutler won a World Series circuit ring in 2012, but he didn't do it by flopping middle set and being crushed.
His parents were very active poker players with 3 10s, which are no good, versus 4 others, a bet of 8,000. Now Francoeur with the hammer. Orange chips worth $5K each. That is a raise with the made straight to 20 grand. Fold, fold, fold to Cutler, who's all in for 81.8, and a snap call to put Cutler at risk.
King Jack.
Oh, you flopped it.
Oh my.
Okay, I suspected it. You know what they say, honey? Double me up or send me home. Pair the board one time.
Who says double me up or send me home? Is that a kasoof?
I really want it. I'm sorry, honey. Pair the board one time. Be the man, Johnny.
Turn card is another 9. Double me up.
That's it.
He doubles through a very gracious Luis Francoeur.
I'll apologize for over-celebrating. No, I won't. Johnny, baby, you are my man.
I made aces full.
Ha ha.
Cutler stacks almost 170,000.
You know what they say, double me up or send me home.
Who says that?
Cutler got it in bad.
Yeah, baby.
But got his wish.
World Series of Poker. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, baby. World Series of Poker. Yes.
The 2017 World Series of Poker is brought to you by PokerGo, the new destination for live poker action. Get in the game today at PokerGo.com. Norman, your dog guy, does it seem like there are more dogs at this year's main event?
And dogs never wear earbuds.
Daniel Negreanu running low on chips.
Really, I just went paint on racing, and then I look back and I'm like, damn it, why is the river up there?
Still having fun, though, and there's Antonio. What? He's packing up!
Looks like he got it in with the worst of it again.
Oh, boy. He flopped the queens, but has run into the aces of Kevin Schultz.
Well, he'll always have magic and massages to fall back on.
And that is it. It's official. Antonio got 85 bigs in on that flop and gone.
Looks good, though.
Schultz having a day. He'll count over 373,000. That's 300-plus big blinds, and our fellow commentator takes the walk.
I'm surprised he doesn't have an assistant escort him to the exit.
Hellmuth and friends move to the field.
This is a tough one to get out of here.
It was not a good move for Phil. He's all in for his last 17-6 with an inferior ace against Frenchman Francois Peloton. Phil didn't want to pair up Peloton with a jack-high straight. He can still chop.
Pleasure playing with you. Best of luck.
But the river doesn't help him. Hellmuth is gone.
You make anything, Dario, or something? No. You win with me. But feel honest, did you call the show? Thank you. Good luck to you.
It feels so empty when Phil leaves without a rant. It's like going to a NASCAR race without seeing a crash.
Another fellow commentator gone. Well, let's see how this cohort is facing.
All in.
Negreanu now is all in with pocket sevens. John Allen Hines calls with sixes.
Hold 'em, baby. Play some hold 'em.
There's the flop to sevens. Hold up. A lot of outs now on the turn for Hines. River is a fourth spade. Hines with the spade. Flush knocks out Daniel Negreanu.
I was all excited I was going to have 40K again. You too, guys. Unlucky. All
Another one of our broadcast buddies gone.
Joe Stapleton's still alive out there, though.
A quick look now at the end of the day 2 leaderboard. Still so many players left. Nice to have a big stack, but the odds are our future main event champ is nowhere to be found on that top 10.
I mean, it was a fun day of poker. Both of us ended up on like significantly higher chip stacks. Doug more than me. He played pretty badly, but he somehow got dealt kings a lot. So
yeah, I got dealt kings like constantly, like just constantly. I 3-bet people a lot today. Mainly had kings. Good strategy.
On a night when last year's champ fell, Phil Hellmuth dodged bullets again.
I'm telling you, people try to give me their chips. It's good for ratings when I fold ace king and they have aces.
This year, Will Kassouf could not talk himself into the money.
It's good. Is this good Hollywood performance right now?
Wow. And for Gail Bowman, day 1 quads turned into a day 2 elimination. That's the main event.
World Series of Poker! Yes!
Yes! Ups and downs everywhere you look. For Norman, Chad, Kara Scott, and Joe Stapleton, I'm Lon McCarran. See you next time.